Another new year, new possibilities. Time to put it in gear as the NBA action heats up. Teams that survive this stretch run start to become real contenders.
A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Anthony is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Carter in at the center position, locking down the middle. Duren with a screen on Anthony. Cunningham passes to Duren. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Cunningham, a 6'6" point guard, built to operate in the pick and roll.
Wagner against McDaniels. Carter inside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Cunningham. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Magic. And as we head deeper into January, let's glance over the power rankings and see where we're at. You take a look at the Knicks. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for the Pistons, they've used the doubters to fuel their strong showing this season. Game after game, each guy seems to play with a big chip on his shoulder.
Banchero against Harris. Puts the move on. Tries again. And Banchero gets it to go.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Cunningham on the wing. He's guarded by Anthony. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. Stay on the top pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham. He's made major strides the last couple of years, but what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a big guard who can both score and create shots for his teammates. I think this guy is a winner.
Now here's Anthony. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Here's Banchero. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Now here's Caldwell-Pope. Outside Carter. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Carter. Puts up a three. Detroit with a rebound. Their last encounter in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Cunningham finds Hayward. Three-pointer off the mark. And so Anthony will bring it up for the Magic. They trail by one, and it's Wagner missing. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels.
Orlando calls timeout. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Now here's Banchero. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Anthony against Cunningham. Harris passes to McDaniels. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. He's scoreless. Pass to Carter. Over Harris. Carter can't get it to go. Here's the Pistons with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by Isaac. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 5 now.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And some changes here for Detroit. Portis, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Thompson comes in for McDaniels. And Tim Hardaway's subbed in for Cunningham. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Franz Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. Harris is checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Black subbed in for Anthony. Wagner finds Wagner. Just 5 to shoot. Isaac with a screen on Hardaway. And here's Harris outside. He drops it from range.
I like how assertive Harris is, especially when it comes to pulling up from deep.
Outside Hardaway. Hayward for 3. Pure from three-point range.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Pass to Black. Wagner on the wing. The 3 is up. And so it's Detroit, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Great shot selection right now. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Detroit.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
They've got Paul Reed. Tim Hardaway is out there with Marcus Sasser. Then it's Bobby Portis, and it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Sasser, here's Portis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Magic trail by 8. Wagner, left side. Wagner with a screen. Crafty move. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Thompson. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things. And when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
The Pistons making a switch here. Garz is checked in. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Coach, the ceiling seems very high for Franz Wagner. He's shown improvement year after year.
He has, Brian, and he's already so polished offensively. He's got great footwork, great touch, and at his age, I think it's the patience he plays with that really stands out.
Now here's Sasser. He's closely guarded. Jacks up a 3. And again, no good by Detroit. Magic trail by 5. Harris outside. Back to Isaac. Wagner outside. Hardaway against Wagner. Count the basket.
Well, that's where Wagner can bully you. So strong in close.
The Pistons lead by 3. Back to Sasser. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. And Orlando shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Black. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Pass to Isaac. Now here's Wagner. Thompson pulls it in. Sasser right side. Thompson outside. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Three-pointer. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And Hardaway isn't known for his passing, but he'll find you when you're open.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
The Magic making a switch here. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Paolo Banchero comes in for Wagner. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Harris. And Anthony subbed in for Black. Here's Caldwell Pope. No points so far. Banchero passes to Carter. Now Anthony.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The rebound by Detroit. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Well, when you can build your lead with the second unit on the floor, that makes the game a heck of a lot easier.
Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need. Here's Carter. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Thompson outside. Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by Isaac.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. Beyond the arc. Thompson pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Cunningham. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Cole Anthony.
Yeah, there you see Cunningham's willingness to take contact to battle for his shot inside.
Orlando making a switch here. Wagner's checked in.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
50 seconds left in the first half. Outside Carter, 5 to shoot. The Magic need to put one up here. Here's Anthony. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Anthony's gotten his first basket of the night.
Yeah, Anthony displaying his versatility as a shooter in the mid-range.
And it's Cunningham missing. Magic trail by 8. Wagner left side. Pass to Carter. Can't hit that one. McDaniels with some nice D. Thompson passes to Cunningham. Okay, Cunningham, strong.
Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
Out to Anthony, fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. What if it goes? That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Detroit, ending the quarter up 10. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Detroit Pistons.
They're moving well on offense, great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they pass the ball into Shaq Ernie, and it never comes back out.
That's why they call me the Shaq Hole.
And now to some other news. We've got some trades to talk about.
And Adams had getting arguably the strongest man in the NBA, at least since I left.
I mean, bone-crushing screens. He's a great rebounder, and he doesn't need the ball to play inside. I mean, I don't know.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year's to all of you as we continue our broadcast. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
On the court for the Magic, Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner, and it's Anthony in at the point guard position. Here's Anthony, and the layup is good. Anthony's gotten his second bucket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Hayward with it, takes a three. The rebound by Carter. Will stand for the Detroit Pistons. The rebuild continues.
Well, Brian, it's a process that almost every franchise has to go through at one time or another. You just hope players don't feel lost in the shuffle and they keep playing their best basketball.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Will stand in this league. The opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
And the Magic call time here. These are the teams that have looked to score from the paint often during this season. Number one, Detroit.
And I love how active they all are on the glass. When a shot goes up, this team takes a gang rebounding approach to tracking down their boards.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Detroit leading by 11. Shot goes. Cunningham with the grit.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Now Caldwell Pope. Yet to see a basket. Can't hit from in close.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Anthony misses.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Back to Daniels. Wagner with a steal. In transition, here they come. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Yeah, man, Wagner is dangerous in the open floor.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Harris a screen. Pass to Duren. Here's Harris. Guarded by Banchero. McDaniels from long range. And it's Orlando with a rebound. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Carter finds Caldwell Pope. Banchero with a screen on Hayward. Clock at 4. Caldwell Pope with it. Hayward picks him up. Here's Banchero. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Caldwell Pope. Pass to Carter. Shoots over Duren. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Carter's got 6 points.
Well, and that's where Carter wants the ball. Foul line down.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. Hardaway comes in for Hayward. Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Harris comes in for Caldwell Pope. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Knocked away. Wagner with a steal. Anthony against Cunningham. Pass to Carter. Isaac outside. This one for three. Knocks down the triple. Isaac's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And this is why so many love Isaac. Almost 7 feet tall, able to space the floor, too, with his three-point shot.
Back to Cunningham. Harris, a screen on Anthony. Down low, Cunningham.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Magic trail by 8. Pass to Harris. Wagner on the wing, defended by Thompson. Three-pointer, Anthony. Gets the three to fall. He's got 10.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Cunningham passes to Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. And here's Hardaway. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Thompson against Wagner. Pass to Anthony. Carter on the wing. Now Harris. 6 to shoot. Turin with a steal. Thompson outside. Hardaway from outside. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. And the Pistons lead by 8.
You're shooting it really well in that spot. Hardaway Jr. lives from the corner.
Shot from the wing. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Detroit Pistons finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. We've got Asar Thompson, also Holland out there, Bobby Portis out there with Tim Hardaway, and it's more in at the 1. That's the group for Detroit right now. It's hauled in by Portis. Detroit leading by 8. Here's Hardaway. Over Harris. Hardaway, no good.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Up top, Isaac from the arc. Orlando again missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Holland. Thompson, a screen on Wagner. Oh, and there's the whistle. He was going up for the layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it or not. So we got a couple of free throws coming up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
On the wing, Anthony. Lets the three fly. The Pistons clear it. Duran's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Out to Portis. It's Hayward on the wing. Pass to Holland. Portis outside. Shoots over Isaac. And it's Portis. That time on the assist from Holland. Portis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
From deep, Hayward. And the three-pointer goes. And the Pistons lead by 15.
The deep shooting ability of Hayward is invaluable. A forward who stretches the D.
Here's Wagner. They can't stop the run with that one. The Pistons have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Hayward's shot is off. Magic trail by 15. Knocked loose. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. There's the triple. Hayward missing again. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They have yet to score here in the fourth. Anthony with a bucket. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Hayward for 3. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Magic trail by 13. From deep. Rebounded by the Pistons. McDaniels got his 4th rebound in this one. Cunningham passes to Duren. Outside McDaniels. He buries it from 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Wagner outside. Up top, Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
.133 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Wagner. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Duren, no good. The ball's knocked loose. Duren with a steal.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Pistons.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for Cade Cunningham.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Tries the spin move with the teardrop. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, Anthony is a creative scorer and knows how to get the defense off balance.
This Magic squad, Stan, has a great young core. What do you think they have to do now to take that next step?
Well, Brian, they do. They have great depth and a lot of good young players, but they need more shooting around their core guys, and they've got to improve their backcourt position. Their front court is loaded. They've got to get a little bit more balance.
Here's Black, defended by Thompson. Shot from 12. Portis for 3. Off target with the shot. So we see the Pistons taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.